Growing up, we always saw those Save the Planet posters, or they taught us in school how to recycle, how to make sure that we're helping the planet. And as an adult, when I think about saving the planet, I just think she's going to be fine. This planet is going to be fine. Yes, everything is spiraling out of control on this planet, and it needs to. There is a giant flush that needs to happen. A giant spiraling of everything that has been constructed surrounding this planet, this reality, this realm. And when we cling on, we're only making it harder for ourselves. We assume that this planet, as vast and grand as it seems to be, that we could save it. Even though we cannot work together as people, as humanity. The earth is flushing and cleansing herself. And so that forces us to have to cleanse ourselves. But if we are hanging on, if we are resisting the unraveling, if we are resisting the spiraling, we're creating more resistance for the greater consciousness of evolution that needs to happen. There's nothing more needed right now than a spiraling, than an unraveling. A great revolution, a great revealing of everything that no longer belongs, that no longer serves us, serves the planet, serves humanity. Nothing is serving anymore. And so let it unravel. The idea of who you think you are, let it all unravel. And yes, it is scary, because what will be left? We don't have the answer for that. When we are completely undone, there's the fear that there will be nothing left. And that is exactly what we need. We need to sit with nothing, the nothingness that we are. Letting all the constructs be completely torn down. It's going to make us change our routines. It's going to make us change our relationships. It's going to change the way we speak. It's going to change the people that we attract. It's going to change the opportunities that come to us. The unraveling is the gift. Anytime that I've spiraled, anytime that I've completely melted down, what is left is a completely different person. A person who is detached from what she thought she was. A being, spirit, an entity, an awareness, consciousness, whatever you want to call it, whatever is remaining, that usually is where you've hit rock bottom and you no longer can pretend to be something that you thought you were. That rock bottom that we hit, we can think of it as a place of danger or a place of awakening. And of course, there's going to be people around us who care about us, want us to be mentally stable, to be well. And while on the outside it can look like you are neglecting yourself, many times you are neglecting the ego. And the ego is what those other people know you to be. The ego, the personality that you are shedding in that spiraling, is what they are comfortable with. It is the person that they know, they love, they grew up with, they just went out with the night before. And when we spiral, when we flush out all of that character, all of those learned behaviors, what's left is something unrecognizable, and that scares us, that scares others. But the spiral doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't even have to be performative. It doesn't even have to be known. It can simply be before we go to bed and the moment we wake up. Some, it may last longer than others. It may last a week of spiraling. But within all of that, if one is aware and conscious of themselves unraveling, there is a difference in how you come out of it. When you are aware of the peeling away of layers of memories, of dreams, of ideas, of forced characteristics, forced personality, forced behaviors, when you are no longer performing as the person that you think you ought to be, when you allow this unraveling to peel layer by layer, and you bring yourself to consciously watch it unfold without fear, the spiraling is grounded in trust. Trust that what will be left of you will be the real you. What will be left of you will be the awareness of you, the awareness of life, the awareness of others. Your entire perspective will change. Your perspective of yourself, your perspective of others, your perspective of your everyday life. Your behaviors will change. The unraveling will force you to interact with others in a completely different way, now that you no longer have a personality to uphold, a version of you to always put on. Is there a pattern that we have when, as society, we see someone unraveling and we try our hardest to put their mask back on, tell them to get back up, do what you need to do? Or do we sit with them and allow them to unravel and allow them to ask the questions that they may need to ask? And we hold that space for them. When we're laying there with nothing left, the thoughts that arise, the questions that arise, those point us in a direction of truth, honesty, clarity. It doesn't mean we have to change our name the next day. It means that we're allowed to evolve and be aware of it. We're allowed to no longer want to do the same things, say the same things, go to the same places. There's a fear of change because it may mean that we have to change the people around us. the job we go to, the ideas we had. And every unraveling, every spiraling, every great change in our lives is a transition into waking up a little more each time, if we allow it. Or we can reject it and stay the same. And that is the beauty of spiraling.